Be ready on the count of 3, 2, 1, start. Mr. Chairman, Sir, Sri Chavan presented the Union Budget for the first time in his political career. Sri Chavan is a very experienced politician and an able administrator. He has held a number of important positions in the past. He has been the Chief Minister of a progressive state like Maharashtra, Home Minister and Minister of Defense at the centre, and held a number of other positions. I am impressed by his abilities since long. The way he gave an account of his experience and farsightedness while presenting his maiden budget is indeed commendable. This budget is commendable and significant in many respects. The tempo maintained by the government since 1980 for alleviating poverty and providing employment to the people is praiseworthy. The efforts of the government have resulted in an increase in these activities year after year, and this too is commendable. But this year, the Honourable Minister has broken all previous records as he has given special impetus to the poverty alleviation program in the budget. The most significant among all these programs is the Jawaharlal Nehru Rozgar Yojana, under which there is a proposal to provide employment to one member in each family in 120 districts. It is in itself a revolutionary step. Our party has decided that employment must be given to at least one person in each poor family all over the country. Though details of the program as to how this scheme will be implemented and how employment will be provided are still to come before us. Yet, I would like to praise this bold decision, the benefits of which will reach lakhs and crores of people throughout the country and will provide relief to them. A number of concessions have been given to poor people in this budget with a view to providing them relief, but at the same time, it gave a setback to the middle class. So far as I can understand, the budget will in no way affect the rich people. First of all, I would like to draw the attention of the Honourable Minister to poverty alleviation programs, because the government is earmarking huge funds for these programs. Now, it becomes the duty of the central government to see that the money reaches the people properly. It is not today only, but for years that the honourable members have been expressing the view that the beneficiaries do not receive the full amount of money that is earmarked for them. There could have been some difference of opinion had even 25% of the funds reached the people. But it is an acknowledged fact, and the government, even the Prime Minister, has admitted that the money released from the centre under poverty alleviation programs or employment programs does not reach the people. It is all the more distressing that, in spite of the fact that we agree with this view and know everything, so far no effective step has been taken to ensure that the full amount reaches the people. Only two agencies are involved in this work. The central government allocates the money and the state government implements the programs. It is the central government that knows the extent to which the guidelines issued by them are followed by the state governments. One thing is certain, that once the money reaches the district and block level, the central government has no control over it. It is said that monitoring is being done, but how and in what way it is done? So far, I have not seen any representative of the central government going to the block level and verifying the work done or inquiring from the people and listening to them. The central government has not taken any steps in this regard. The Honorable Prime Minister has also been saying that out of 6 rupees, only 1 rupee reaches the people and the remaining amount is spent on administration. I would like to cite the instance of Uttar Pradesh. In this state, there is a district development officer in each district to look after the development works. Nowadays, all works have come to a standstill. The officers have no work to do. The District Rural Development Agency, a parallel agency, has its parallel office and parallel staff. But the agencies of the state government are silent. Nobody knows what they are doing except attending to routine administrative work. Most of the state governments do not undertake any development work out of their own resources. Construction of roads in rural areas is the primary work of the state governments. But no state government is utilizing its resources on construction of roads in rural areas. They are undertaking this work with the funds received from the central government. Salaries are being paid and expenditure is being incurred. But the development of the state government is sitting idle with no work. Is it not possible for the concerned department of the state government to undertake this work? It could have been converted into the District Rural Development Agency. What is the need of separate departments, separate bureaucrats, and separate staff? The entire funds are being spent on the maintenance of staff. Honorable Minister of Finance might be aware that the state governments do not want to mobilize resources. They are not imposing any fresh taxes. We come to know from newspapers and AIR and TV news that such and such state passed a tax-free budget. Today, no state is prepared to impose any tax. They want to undertake all the works with the funds received from the center. Every state, whether it is the Congress ruled or non-Congress ruled, alleges that the central government is discriminating against it. It has become a tendency with the state governments not to levy any taxes. They want to depend entirely on funds given by the center. All the state governments, whether it is the Congress or the non-Congress government, want to avail of the credit facility.